Thank you so much for signing up for the Nationals. This is the car and truck drivers meeting. Please pay attention to everything and always check back to the website for the most current updates, any new information, anything we want you guys to know about. And remember, we are still in a pandemic. It's very, very important that if you want to have events like this, that you guys keep your masks on at all times when you're in the public, not in your RVs, not in your hotel rooms. Keep your masks on. Unless you're in the race car, you got to have it on. Please be respectful of others. And remember, this is a privilege. Let's make sure that we keep it open to everybody. We really, really appreciate you being here. Let's get started. When you arrive, you're going to pull in off of US 60 and you're going to head south. There's a huge sign that says Flying E Ranch. Head on the main road all the way down through the main gate. There's houses on your right. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Once you approach the actual ranch where the hotel rooms are and everything, you're going to head down to the right. You'll see the pits down there. You'll see the little city starting to form. You'll see the infield, all of that stuff. Pull in. Do not pick a pit spot. We have assigned pit spots. The first thing you need to do is head over to registration. Find a place to park. Do not pick a spot. Everybody in your party needs to head to registration. Please have your masks on. There will be 2 tables set up. One will be set up for people that are not driving, and one will be set up for drivers. Drivers, co-drivers, head directly over, register your car and yourself, get your packet, get your information. You're going to go right into the pavilion. There's a room off to the side, and head right in there and you'll sign up. In the pavilion is where your team will sign up, or anybody that is not banded as a driver. Everybody has to have a band, and it's $10 a person. Once you get banded, you're going to find your pit. You're going to find your camping spot, same place. If you choose to pit or camp next to someone specific, you need to let us know as soon as possible. It's a small area. It's a small race. There's a really good chance you're going to be very close to them anyway. But if there is something that we can do to help get you close to the people you want to hang out with, you got to let us know as soon as possible. All of the pits will be marked, and that will be your spot. Get your pit ready, get your truck unloaded, get your car unloaded, get your bike unloaded, and head directly to tech inspection. There, you'll find Nick and Marcy. They'll be at the hay barn. It'll be inside the infield track. You'll pull in from the south end and go directly to them and get your car inspected. When you stage for the pre-run or the race, you're going to go in through the track north entrance on the infield side. This is also the entrance for the hot pit. This will be a very congested area, so please keep moving. Do not block the gate. Once you enter, race cars will go to the left. You'll go down to the gate. You'll follow the flagman, and they'll put you on the course when the course is clear or when it's your time to start your race. Whether you're pre-running or racing, everything will start from right here. After the race, you're going to pull through the same gate just like you did in the race, except for this time, you're going to exit out the gate right here to your left, and you're going to do a 180, and you're going to snake your way through the pavilion and the bar, the saloon. Once you do that, Mark Wright will find you. He'll stick a microphone in your face and make sure you smile and say all the right things and make sure you thank Mom. Now the hot pits. Every competitor has the opportunity to have one vehicle for support during the race. There will be no pitting inside the main pit or camping area. Any work that's done to a race car that is in a current race will be done in the hot pits. Speed limit in the main pits is 5 miles an hour. You will come in to the hot pits at 15 miles an hour if you're in a race car. There is no driving in or out of the hot pits until the race is over for the crews. Make sure that you nose in. That's the proper way to do it. Very important, because we're going to have a lot of people fighting for a little bit of space. So please, do not pull in sideways. Do not bring a trailer. Do not bring more than one vehicle.
Don't be that guy.
Let's talk a little bit about the course. We put you on notice right off the get-go. For Saturday's races, we will start heading south. When we do this, we'll go through the gate. This will be a stop check on every single lap. You'll do a 180 in this arena right in front of all the crowd, and then we'll head up over the container jump. Now, mind you, this jump has not been finished yet at the time that this video was filmed. There will be dirt on the backside of that. I've had many people ask if we are flat landing off of the backside of that jump. As much as I would like to see that, no. There will be dirt, there will be a landing. Once we head out of the infield, right away you're in a deep sandy wash, and you'll notice that it's very, very soft. But the spectators are right to your left. That's open spectator area over there. This corner is going to get very bowled out, very deep, and the UTVs will go off to the right and we'll go to the left. We'll cross the road, head up the hill, and you'll notice this is a very narrow trail right here. We did this on purpose. If you go left or you go right, you're going to fall off the mountain. We don't want that. We want your focus. We want you right in that spot. Please keep in mind, this course was set up by racers, and it's very important to know that if it's narrow, there's a reason why it's narrow. We want it as good of racetrack as we could possibly put together, but there are times when we had to narrow it up to get around certain things or to keep the ranch looking as natural as possible or to keep you safe. This section here has only been in existence for about 2 weeks. It will turn powdery. It will turn dusty. It's right off the bat. It's about race mile 2.5, 3, and it will get very fun, very fast, very grooved out, but it's also going to get dusty before it gets better. It's going to take a year or so to get this course broke in. You guys are the first people ever on it, and we appreciate the fact that you're going to grow with us, and we're going to get this thing built into one of the best race facilities in the U.S. Now we dive down here into the sand. That's going to get deep. That's going to get whooped out. There are multiple lines through there. Once we head out of the sand, now we go into the back section. This is going to be your most fun section. It's fast, it's straight, and we've put in 5 big flyaway jumps that you can hit at speed, and you're absolutely going to love it. There are a couple of kinks in it right when you want to stay in the throttle, but remember, cactus hurt, so you want to make sure that you weave your way through there, and please don't run over any of the natural foliage. This is a big flyaway jump right here. You can launch about 75, 80 feet, and it's a straight landing. Then at the end of this run, you'll notice here's a chicane. Very important that you hit the chicane. Do not go straight. Do not short course. Look at the tire marks in the wash. They go straight. Yeah, that's why we put the chicane there. Again, we're racers. We need to slow you up in that area because the hit on the other side is about 3.5 feet tall, and it's a square ledge. Make the chicane. Do not go straight. You will be disqualified for short coursing. This is the southernmost point of the course, and it's called the chute. And we are going to run straight back to the pavilion at this point. This is the second fastest part of the course. And the driver who can pick the straightest line through here and can get in and out of the corners will really be rewarded in this section. This is a blast. It's fast. It's got a lot of flow to it. So just relax and let the car go. You'll love it. It's about 2.5, 3 car lengths wide in most of it until we get to the bottom when we get down into the sand wash. Then it gets pretty tight before it opens up again. Pick your battles. Pick your time to pass and set the guy up. If you get off the corner better, it's the best way to get around on this course as far as a pass. If you are being passed, move over. This is gentleman racing. There's no reason in the world why the guy that has caught you, you shouldn't move over for. Let him go and destroy his car. Maybe your pace is the right pace, but let's not settle it by you holding him up. If somebody catches you, move over. There's plenty of room. There's not much in the way of obstruction from you getting out of the way. Notice that you push right there in that corner. There's a lot of rocks on the outside. Be very careful when charging into some of those because we're going to expose a lot of rock. This here opens up into your last passing section before you start on the west coast. The west side is a lot more technical than this east side, which we're on right now in this photo. So we're going to turn here. Your fans can see you, your team can see you, the spectators can see you, up over the hill and immediately through the fence line, another fence, and off to the left. This is a brand new section. We used to run on the graded road off to the right. Now we have made this section, and it is much better. It is much more fun. Actually, it's my favorite section of the course when I've been out there riding it. It is a lot of elevation changes, a lot of dips. I like it when the car compresses completely at the bottom and then gets light at the top. There's a couple of really hard corners on this, such as this one right here. It's off camber. It's on the side of a hill. You make the corner around the tree, and then you're back on the gas and let it flow. Please stay on the trail here. Do not go onto the graded road at the right, and stay out of the weeds. You can see it's very, very dry. We want to keep you guys on the race course. If we have a fire here, we'll never be back. I promise you that. So keep the car on the course. You'll notice here we actually get very close to the course, and then we merge onto the road for just a little bit, and then right back to the left off the road. Please do not get on the graded road. We will have somebody there, and it'll be clearly marked. If you do, get right back on the course safely. Very, very important, and it will be very well marked. We're going to approach a fence up here. We've actually taken this corner out of it. We actually are turning right there now instead of getting next to the fence, but it brings up a good subject. You're running next to or towards fences at a lot of sections on this course. Guess what happens if you hit a fence? You're going to own it. So make sure that if you need fencing at your house, that you take out the appropriate length that you need, because you're going to get a bill for it and you're going to take it home with you. It's going to look funny sitting on your office wall. People are going to ask, why do you have a fence on your wall? Well, that's your trophy for taking out 50 feet at the ranch. You're going to get a bill for it. Please race responsibly. Do not hit the fences. So here we are coming out of the wash. Again, this is all virgin terrain. The washes have been there for years, but most of them had trees in them. They were impassable. Now we get up onto the hard pack. We start going into these either or sections. You can go to the right or you can go to the left. All of them have been designed so that they're approximately the same length and the same roughness. If one is shorter than the other, then it is more rough than the others. Be careful right here where it merges back onto the main course. The person that is in front, the person that has the damage on his car further back, will be the one that is not responsible for the impact. If you are behind, even if it's a bumper length, you have to give way to that person merging back onto the course. Here's another big jump that we put in. This is an uphill section. Another fence at the top of this. You go right. You want to go straight. That's the way the course looks from the bottom of the hill. But no, you go right at the top. Please make sure that you're on your game and you're not taking out fences. Here's Reed heading back into the infield. He's going to turn left and then go towards the pavilion. Everybody on your team can see you at this point. They kind of lose sight down here in this bull turn right here. And then you're visible again as you exit the bottom of it. This is one of the most difficult corners on the whole course. It's off camber. It's partly sandy and it's partly hard pack. Then you run uphill into a huge flyaway jump that everybody on the whole campus can see right here. And then you run straight back into the infield. It gets really sandy at the bottom. It's going to get really rough. And then you're right back into the infield. This is one lap at Flying E. We ended up not using the section through the gate at the southern end of the course. So the course is a little bit shorter than we had originally anticipated. Okay, so now that we've seen the course, you're going to come in, you're going to pre-run 25 miles an hour on the pre-run. Please be careful. There's going to be race cars out there. There's going to be razors out there. There might even be some motorcycles out there. Take it easy. It's a pre-run. It's not a race. If you want to set your lines up, do it at 25 miles an hour. Please be safe. No impact, no passing unless somebody waves you by after they pull over.
Pre-running is a privilege. We're letting people out on the course to help break it in so you can see it, so you can race safely. You can pick your lines in the either or sections. Please, 25 miles an hour. Anywhere other than the course on the ranch, you're going 5 miles an hour in the pits. You're going, if you're in a race vehicle, you're going 15 miles an hour in the hot pits. There is no moving during the race in the hot pits. If you are a chase team, what I mean by that is a chase team is in the pits for the duration until they open up the gate and let people out. Do not leave the hot pits. Even if your car is out of the race, do not leave the hot pits. It's imperative that you understand that you're there for the duration until the end of the race. There is no going out on the course to get your car. We have motorsport safety solutions out there. We have some of the best roundup guys in the business. They're going to bring your car to you. Don't worry about it. Just get ready for the next race. We are implementing a blue flag system on the course. If somebody waves a blue flag at you, there's somebody trying to pass you, you need to move over. If you get to the next person that has a blue flag and you have not moved over, you will get pulled into the start-finish line into the hot pits for a time penalty. Okay? Move over. This is gentleman racing. Let the guy go. He's probably going to get a flat anyway, and you're going to catch him again. Let him go. It's a narrow course. It's only going to get wider. It's only going to get better, but please understand that we need you to move over if you get caught. Okay? When you move over, very important, the ranch is very dry. We've had 0 rain out here. So if you move over into the weeds, if you move over off the course, if you see any bushes or anything that are dried up that have been knocked down to make the course, please do not park on top of them. Be very, very careful of fire. If your car has an issue where, goodness, I hope not, but if there's flames involved, park in the somewhere where you're not sitting on a bunch of weeds or bushes or trees. Keep the damage to a minimum, and as big open spot as humanly possible. We'll get to you immediately. The fire danger is extremely high, which also means that in the pits there are no fires whatsoever. There are no fireworks whatsoever. They're illegal, and it will not be tolerated. You will be asked to leave. Please also be respectful of the guy you're camping next to, pitting next to. It's very important that everybody understand that it's a privilege to race at a facility like this, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you get here. It's amazing. So, again, if you hit a fence, you buy it. And as far as qualifying goes, you're going to get 1 sight lap. The qualifying course is about 3.5 miles long. You'll get a sight lap. We'll all go. Last year at the Nationals, I was absolutely shocked at how many people raced up to the back of the guy in front of them on the parade lap and never got to see the course during their parade lap. Back up, get some clear visibility, mark your GPS, and do your pre-running like you're supposed to, right? See the course, see where the turns are, see how to be fastest, and save it for qualifying. There will only be 1 car out on the course at a time when we're qualifying. So if there will be no opportunity for a rerun, someone can't say, hey, I came into the corner and the guy was sitting there. No, he wasn't. You're the only one on the course. Have fun. Understand that there is a pandemic still going on. As long as there are spectators around, as long as it is not you in your RV or in your hotel room, you need to be wearing a mask. Do not approach any official, any staff member, any spectator, or any one of your teammates for that matter without a mask on. It's very important. Racers, you do not have to have a mask in your car. Some of you guys, if you want to do your interview with a mask, that'd be greatly appreciated. But we understand when you take your helmet off, you're gasping for air, you're hot, you're tired. It will be warm. We understand. Please wear a mask at all times. At all times. Unless you're in a race car or in your hotel room, wear a mask. We appreciate it. Everybody on site has to have a wristband at all times. If you rip your wristband off accidentally, wink, wink, and we find you and you don't have the wristband on your person, you're going to buy another one or you're going to be asked to leave. It's that simple. The wristband is not about the entry at the gate. It's about the waiver. It's about the insurance and about us being protected. If you're not wearing a wristband, in our mind, you haven't signed the waiver. Sign the waiver, wear the wristband. If you lose it, it's $10. Pretty cheap, but understand that everybody has to have one on. Camping fees are $25 per day to camp. There's a sticker that's going in your window, and if it's not on there and you're camping, at night, we're going to ask you for the $25. We will have people running around looking for that. That goes directly to the ranch. That's their portion of it, and it's a privilege again to stay here. Pick up your trash. Pick up your trash, and then lastly, pick up your trash. If you see somebody else's trash that's been left behind, pick it up as well. We really appreciate it. You'll notice that when you first come on board and first hit the property, you'll notice it's immaculate. It's very clean. It's perfect. It's pristine. Keep it that way. We want to come back. This is a privilege, and we look forward to coming back. We are so excited that you're here with us. We're going to make you proud. This is going to be a race that you're going to want to do every year. This race is designed to get our amateurs up to professional levels. It's to get people into the racing series at a professional level, and it's to show how good these cars are. So if you have anybody that's interested in getting into the sport and getting in at a professional level, look at classes like 1-2-1600, look at classes like Jeep Speed, look at classes like Trophy Light, get on a bike, get in a UTV. But this is the race for them to come out and just see how good these cars are. Because at other races, we get buried in the back. They don't understand how good they are. They want to see the trick trucks. They want to see the trophy trucks. They want to see the 6100 guys. And they have no idea that if they want to get involved in the sport at the right level, they need to be at races like this and doing it right. So bring people out. We want to expose what we think is the greatest sport on the planet to everybody and anybody. And this is an affordable way to go racing. Bring them out, show them just how good these cars are, because that's what it's all about. This is where you're the star. It's not a lower class, it's a different class, right? So please understand why we're doing this. Be professional, have fun, enjoy this. This race is about you.